Hey fourth grade, welcome back. Today I'm going to give you a demonstration about how to start gluing our quills onto our planets that we made. Just to recap, this project is based on the artist Amy Genser with her planets that she creates and her method of quilling to create those landforms on the planets. So what we're going to do today is you're going to pull out all of your quills, and then we're going to start figuring out the best way to organize them on our planet before we start gluing them down, okay? So I have my planet, and as you can see, the salt reaction on it, it looks really great, gives it a lot of texture. So now we need to add our 3D element to our 2D element. And our 3D element are these awesome quills that we've been working so hard on the last few weeks. And now we're going to start attaching them to our planet. So before we start gluing it down, we want to have a plan, okay? So the best way to start approaching this is to get all your quills out, have them sit up right, look at them, and try and figure out the best way to have them organized on here to show your variation of your landforms. So as you can see, I don't have that many, but I know you guys have a ton, and that's really great. And the more that you have, the better it's going to be to start gluing these on. So now what I'm gonna do, start laying everything out. And we looked at Amy Genser's art. We saw that she pretty much had bigger ones around the edge and had smaller ones in the middle. Okay, so now just for me and this little group that I have, I think that this is gonna work out really well. So what I need to do is start gluing them. I'm leaving everything where it is because I don't wanna lose the place of a quill. So what I need to do is twist off my glue cap so it's open. I'm just gonna pick up one at a time. Take the glue and carefully apply it to the edge of my quill. And remember when we talked about beginning our quillings, we wanted to make sure that the bottoms were flat when we layered up, because when you glue it on, if the bottom is not flat, it's not going to stick flat on the planet surface. After you put glue on your quill, you just want to lightly press it on to make sure it is secure. So I'm just slowly taking my glue and adding it to the bottom. Pressing down. Okay, you want to be very gentle because you don't want to accidentally knock one of these out of place. I'm starting with my outside ones, and then I'm going to work my way in. For these ones that are double layers, I have a black layer on the outside and a light blue layer on the inside. I want to make sure I do both layers. So some things will probably move around, but you know what? It's okay.
We're not going to freak out about it.
I'm working in a smaller group now. Putting it on and pressing down. Make sure when you're using the glue, you're working slowly and carefully, because you don't want to do just a big glob of glue. You want to take your time. Make sure you're covering that whole bottom surface. And remember, we don't want to cover the whole planet with quills because we still want to see our really hard work and the texture with the watercolor that we created on the planet. So as you can see, I've got everything glued down. I've been very careful in making sure that everything has been pushed onto the surface of my planet. Clearly, I don't have as many as you guys do. So if you're finding that you don't have enough quills, we're going to leave out the bins of quilling paper and you guys can work as you go. So once you have your current quills glued down, you can go ahead and keep quilling and figure out what you need and where you need to add quills, okay? Make sure you're working from larger sizes and having smaller sizes go into the center. You don't want to fill the whole thing up like I said before. These are gonna look really great. I am so excited. I'm so proud of you guys and everything you've created because I know you guys have worked really hard on these quillings and I really appreciate all the hard work and all the hard effort. All right, guys.
Have a great time. Take your time. Be careful, okay?
These are gonna look awesome. I'm so excited to see how they look.